Okay, children. What the hell? There's figure skating on. Don't look at the behind the curtain. I was not expecting it. It's not exactly live. I think it was live on Peacock Network if you pay for it, which of course I'm not paying for it. But this is Nationals, and it's the ladies, and I have no idea who should be going, but they said Alyssa Liu, who I do believe I've seen before, tested positive for the COVID. And therefore she cannot skate because she can't codify them. But I honestly, if it's me, I don't care. It's like, I think everybody should go back to normal life. No more testing, no more nothing. If somebody drops, take them to the hospital. Otherwise, everybody carry on. Stop trying to prevent the inevitable. We're all gonna die. But yeah, so there's been times before where somebody either came in fourth or I don't know what, and they ended up on the Olympic team anyway. So she's probably definitely on the team. Even though the only way is if people like were so incredibly fabulous, like undeniable, like they all did a bunch of quintuples or something. I was gonna watch Gavin Creel at 9 p.m. on the PBS. I was gonna watch it over here because PBS don't come in. I only get my antenna only does NBC. Those people, like, they have too much power. But at least figure skating's on. I don't like the way this girl skates. Who is this? She's just like bending a lot, like lungy. This is the problem when they try to make everything quantifiable, as they say. Because you remember what's her face? And this was before the they changed everything. What was her name? I could not stand her skating. Sarah something. There were two sisters. One of them won the gold medal back in Utah, Colorado. Where the hell was that Olympics? The Olympics was actually in this United States, and I forgot what city it was. I almost had it 2 seconds ago. Salt Lake? Was it in Salt Lake? So yeah, Sarah Evans? Was that her name? There were two Evanses. And I don't remember. The one who won. I did not like the way she skated at all. I thought she skated like an albatross or a flamingo. Like her arms were like she was too bendy, too elasticy. But yeah, I'm not present of mind. I was gonna do 15 other things. I was gonna watch all kinds of stuff. It's Nicolas Cage's birthday. I was gonna finally watch Pig. I ended up doing that. I ended up doing everything wrong. 2 o'clock, I said, oh no, I gotta go out and try to do something. It took me longer than I meant. Then I come back, and I swear to God, I've just been doing God knows what since then. I ended up taking a nap, I think. And then, you know, the hours just go. Like, I don't remember anything. I remember looking at TV at one point, and Lester was on. And just doing things, and I've been looking up. I was trying to figure out how much it costs to get a total body lift in case I ever lost weight. And then I'm like, no, forget it. I'm reading it, and I'm looking at all these people who lost, like, hundreds of pounds. And then they got their skin done, and it looks terrible. It looks terrible. I'm like, you know what? They should have stayed fat. I mean, it's not good to be fat, but... And then they all had complications from their stinking surgery just to remove skin. And it honestly looked like the people removed the skin with like the scissors. Just went and just like sewed it with a big piece of yarn or something. You would think that they should be doing things better. I think everybody does things worse now. It's all about the money and doing things as fast as possible. Especially, I'm talking specifically about doctors and stuff. They don't spend the time with people. They don't help them out. This one lady said she had to have open wounds because she was allergic to the stitches. Can you believe it? Oh my God. Anyway, They were like, you know, super overweight though, so I'm not saying I'm not overweight, but they were like really bad, so it's not like they shouldn't have lost the weight. But if they were like my size and they went through that, I'd be like, you know what, forget it. I'll stay fat. I gotta lose weight. But she'll say it better. We can now kind of cook normal foods that we're all gonna eat instead of whatever you're eating on these diets, you know? Oh, we know, Martha. I'm not going on the diet. Sign up for Noom Weight and lose the weight. It did accidentally hit that. I haven't seen a Noom commercial since forever, but I did. I was looking up before, and I did see Noom pop up, and I was like, oh, I forgot all about that. And I just saw a commercial. Is that the wind? Throw yourself to the wind, all who enter here. Did you see that? I said, is that the wind? And he said, throw yourself to the wind. Is he telling me to, like, end my life? I think it's the heater. But, yeah, I don't want, I'm done. It snowed and I didn't shovel, I swept it. I didn't need to get the shovel, so. It wasn't even that fluffy, but I still swept it. Ended up with a slushy broom. But, gonna have my mashed potato sandwich, which you may ask, how the hell are you gonna lose weight eating that? Well, I was looking up all this shit and I was like, I gotta find a way to buy kelp. And then I'm like, maybe that seasoning you bought a month ago or whatever. Oh, and old pictures. Jill Trannery. Chris. Oh, there she is. The one I thought was, yeah. See, she won. Poor Michelle, man. I have no idea who the girl on the right is. That's crazy. I couldn't stand Gracie Gold because it was the same freaking dogma that they did with Evan Lysacek, and it's because it was Frank Carroll, and is Frank Carroll still around? That gold medal for Evan Lysacek was for Frank Carroll, in case you didn't know. Oh, I do like that green. I had to end up feeling bad for her. She became such a hot mess. Well, it was more like they did the Patrick, the hell's that kid's name? Patrick Chan. I almost said Chang. Or Cheng. I just made up a whole name. Patrick Chan. He used to drive me crazy. Not because they train these, they tell these kids they're the second coming, and then they go around acting like it. And then you can't but, you know, hate them, and it's really not their fault, because people are just telling them how much better they are than everybody else. They did that with her, and then she kind of fell apart, and it was like, well, you have to feel bad because you know it was a setup almost, you know. So would it be a question of Gracie versus Alyssa, who got taken out by the COVID? Or do we have that many girls ready to go? I don't even know. They said something like Brady Tennell's got an injury, so is it an injury that means she's not going to the Olympics then? I haven't been paying attention at all. I don't like this music. I actually thought it was Who Wants to Live Forever for a second. Or is it? Then I was like, it sounds like some kind of John Williams. See, for me, in my opinion, when they skate, the best thing is to skate to soundtrack music and act out something that act out a story. You know what I mean? Like, remember when the Canadians did Love Story? Remember when Philippe did The Godfather? It still remains my favorite program ever. I can't tell, but it could be Who Wants to Live Forever. I can't tell what it is. But it also kind of sounds like some kind of JFK, Jurassic Park hybrid. I don't know. Don't watch me eat. I gotta stop drinking soda. These are things I didn't do. All these things I didn't do. Eating bread. These are things I didn't do before the lockdowns. And I was still fat. I wasn't as fat. I ended up eating a lot crappier. Good job, Gracie. Good job. I went to Nationals once in Boston. It was amazing.
This is a crowd that is well aware of the journey that she has been on. And about midway through that performance,
I don't know what's going on with this hot dog bun. It's supposed to be brand new. Like, a due date is 9 days from now, according to the package, but I feel crunchy.
This performance was so special. It was so beautiful. It was everything that the
So she's not on the team?
Well done, Gracie Gold.
that is a sincere smile on the face of Gracie Gold right now.
Are they saying she has no shot?
This is a performance we've been waiting on from Gracie since about 2016. And wow, wow, wow. Triple lutz, triple toe. Okay, all emotion aside, let's get back to the nuts and bolts of this. Beautiful triple lutz, classic Gracie Gold technique. Pulls back nicely into this triple toe, but watch landing right there, that right foot. Under a quarter was rotated on the ice. So she gets the cue and up to the judge.
I honestly don't care for all this stuff. Like, the exactness. To me, if it looks good, it looks good. I don't care. That's what I'm saying. So it's like somebody who skates herky-jerky and does all kinds of stuff, but they get their things exactly right.
To this condition, to this point. So there's been a lot of doubters and haters, but Gracie Gold, you are proving everyone wrong.
When does she have a shot at the team? That's what I'm asking you.
That example, and also her voice that has really been an advocate for mental health. And 67.6.
Hey, you drove her crazy. Well, not you, not him, not Terry.
The numbers matter, but there are some things that matter more.
The numbers don't matter. Well, I guess you're saying she got no shot. Okay. I don't know what the...
On an American Cruise Lines journey,
I don't know what the other girls are doing. I don't know how the girls will progress.
trace the route forged by Lewis and Clark more than 200 years
I haven't
ago.
been watching figure skating
American Cruise Lines
for this whole thing. I mean, I did a couple times, but not really.
American landscapes
I haven't paid attention to anything properly.
where you can experience local customs and cuisine. Visit AmericanCruiseLines.com or call for a free cruise guide.
There is no place like home, y'all. And these people know that there is no place like Wayfair.
I never thought I'd buy a
Oh, Wayfair. That's why Kelly Clarkson was trending, maybe.
was like,
Maybe.
I said with it, and I was like, ooh.
How does she not know about Wayfair?
Stylish and nappable. Okay, now I can relate
She must
to
know.
this one. I'm a working mom with 3 boys. Wayfair is my therapy. Amen, Kim. Yep, I'm hiding from my kids as we speak.
That's kind of messed up. I wouldn't be doing Wayfair.
The lifestyles of the smart
Not that I'm a celebrity, not that I would be hawking things anyway, but you know how the people were about the Wayfair. I mean, there's actors who can't work ever again because of stupid rumors, and then you have that.
You live and learn. They get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost.
That has to be why she was trending. I'm gonna look,
Starting at $20
which is gonna make this stream messed up, but
get exclusive discounts. Switch to Consumer Cellular today and start saving.
when I clicked on it before, they were talking about like her being in something. Like she should star in some musical or something. That's what I guess she's saying something on her show. She's still trending, so let's see. Wait, why does it say Nathan Chen? Because the men aren't on today. Yeah, they're talking about what she sings normally on the thing. Sometimes I don't trust it because the reasons people are trending don't make sense. Yeah, I guess she sang some song. She Used to Be Mine. Waitress, okay. I remember the Waitress movie with Nathan Fillion. That was right when he was my pretend husband. Like I said before, I always have pretend husbands. What the other people call them celebrity crush. Yeah, I call them pretend husbands. So for the longest time, I would like have one, and then within about a year, I would get pretend divorced and get a new one. Sometimes I did stuff to aggravate me. Sometimes I just got bored. Nathan aggravated me. I forgot what he did. It was something he said on Twitter. Not even kidding. But does Gracie have a chance? Will somebody please tell me?
Back live to remind you, we will be there. Skaters trying to earn a trip this week. Go to Beijing, the Winter Olympics coming your way February 3rd on NBC and Peacock. Mariah Bell trying to get there for the first time in her career. In her short program last night, certainly helped. Here's how we called it.
Johnny Mathis did a tweet about Betty White. When him and his dog were on her show. Okay, Mariah Bell, we like this kid. She did something. Didn't she like trip somebody or something? Wait, Adam Rippon's her coach? No. Is he? It's crazy. I still think of Adam Rippon as a baby. As like one of the younger skaters. Because by the time I was watching like the Johnny Weir group, they were already too young for me to pay attention to, really. But that was when I really paid it. I really got back into figure skating in that Vancouver Games. It was great. No, that was 2-footed. Don't get all excited and then tell me later on. I saw 2 feet. Sometimes it's funny, you don't see these kids for a couple years and they look like they grew twice their size. I'm not saying she did, but compared to what I remember these people being very tiny. I'm not like all this music is maudlin. I'm not enjoying it. Because they can still, I mean, they changed the rules to include lyrics, right? They didn't change it back, did they? Because the music's not recognizable to me. Maybe I'm supposed to know it. Because like vaguely seems familiar, just like the last one. Oh, this figure skating. The way they throw their arms around, this is what I'm saying. To hurry up and do all these elements and pack them in. They look like head cases, losing their minds on the ice. What is this stupid symbol they have with the, like, record album? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's on the ice, too. What is the point of that? I remember there being symbols for, championships before. I mean, like a design. It's too, this is what I'm saying, it's too fast for the music. And they don't care anymore. You know what I mean? They're just like, and it started with Evan Lysychuk. You get the right amount of time of music. You get a song or you edit a song to be the amount of time you need. And then you just put your routine together, and it doesn't have to go to the music. And that's not why I watch figure skating. I'm having the worst time eating this because I'm eating it on camera, which I shouldn't be doing. But did you say something about a Care Bear? I swore she said Care Bear.
Literally, we've seen all the practices. Literally not one clean triple this entire.
Oh, so that one was clean? I didn't think it was, but whatever.
And that takes true grit, true determination. Let's look at it here. She was flying into this. More speed, more power, more determination.
I've never been eating this poorly in my life.
Nice soft pop up into the air. Digs deep for this triple toe loop.
And it was clean. They reviewed it, but it was clean. I was going to have a problem with them.
Well, they needed to review it because
All of her jumps, the cleanliness, it was effortless. And again, at this point in the game, 99% of it is mental. All of these women are doing
yeah, we know
the
that,
same
Tara.
elements. It really matters.
I almost called her Tamara.
The thing is,
What the hell's going on with me, man?
she's done very similar elements for years and years and years, but somehow she still manages to make it fresh, make it relatable, bring you into the performance.
I did want to watch Gavin Creel at 9 o'clock, but now I don't know.
That she brings to the arena, and it's wonderful to see. I mean, you look at a skater at 25 in the women's
Do you think it'll be up on the website?
older than the Olympic gold medal favorite.
I don't think so.
She can still create the most magical competitive moments. Adam Rippon, of course, reacting like that. He can still jump. He can still jump. He still jump.
I still have chills right now. It is
Calm down.
so good.
Guys, here's the thing about the short program. In an Olympic year at a national championship, yes, it does come down to the free skate. Who's going to win the gold medal? Solidify this.
So there's a figure skating championships. Oh, because it's in Nashville, that's why they put a record? Doesn't make any sense anyway. I don't remember ever seeing a design that had anything to do with a record or something like that's not figure skates, or I don't even remember there being one of those figure skates. I mean, I've got
She gets great creative execution.
in the other room, I've got my bag from when we went to
Value of those technical elements. Gonna get close to 80.
yeah, when we went to nationals. I don't remember it having any kind of, I don't know. I never eat this bad. It's because you're watching.
I'm Greg. I'm 16 years old. I do motivational speaking.
Why am I doing live streams? Because
Teaching.
I don't have enough
My calling.
room on my
I think most
laptop to keep saving
realizing that they don't recall things as quickly as they used to, or they don't remember things as
things. So if I'm gonna keep,
they once did.
I gotta clean it up, you know.
Vision for
But if
about
I'm gonna
3
keep
years now. People say to me periodically,
doing what's basically live streams, because what I would do is I used to record things, fix the audio, and then put them up instead of doing live streams because they get stuck in everything else, and in case I say anything wrong, which I don't like Nathan Chen. He just reminds me of Pete Sampras so much. It's like I was like, I don't like this kid, I don't like this kid. And I'm like, oh my god, it's like when Pete Sampras was playing tennis.
Emily hasn't bought groceries in weeks. So how is she creating this masterpiece?
It's like there's these people that come in and they just win all the time, and it's like
Stocked with Daily Harvest. That's how.
their whole thing is that they win, like they don't have a personality. Or I'm not saying Nathan Chen doesn't have a personality. I'm like, if her, like, I was just like, oh, he's winning, and he's winning some more, and then he's winning again. I was like, okay.
Go to dailyharvest.com and get started today. Angie's List is
I don't like the way he skates either. But like I said, the way they skate doesn't matter anymore.
You can connect with top pros and see ratings and reviews. And when you book and pay through Angie, you're covered by our
I think us older folks who are fans of figure skating, I think the line in the sand was, okay, they changed the scoring and all that stuff, and everybody started doing quads. And I think us older folks would have wanted to be, you know, right in there getting golds and silvers and stuff like that would be Jason Brown. But because of the way they changed everything, and it all became about the jumps, you know, then somebody like him ends up not being able to compete at the, you know, to get on like a Olympic podium. So it's just like when he was like everybody's favorite, because he was like the old days when he's skating like the old days. It was kind of like, well, alright. Because to me, if I watch people doing a bunch of triples, I watch people doing quads and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand the difference, but I'm always going to value the performance more than just the jumps, which is not saying that jumps don't matter, because I was a fan of the Surya Bonalis and the Brian Jouberts and stuff like that when people were like, oh, they just jump, they don't know how to do, you know, they don't figure skate. You know what I mean? It depends on what point in time you're a figure skating fan, because the narrative changed, you know. Before they were like, oh, well, you know, it's not just about technical ability, it's about artistry, to explain why they didn't want to give, you know, golds to certain people. Then years later, well, it's a sport, so you have to go with who does the best. You know, if you can't do quads, well, too bad for you. 4 years before, they were saying the opposite, though, right? But to me, it's got to be both. If one is way more than the other, like if you're super technical and it's not pretty at all, then yeah, you should get it. You still shouldn't win. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the person who's all beauty and no technical, it should be both. It should be the perfect combination. See, they're they're going back to that moment in time with the scoring scandal and how it changed everything.
I didn't cheat. I was a whistleblower.
Is it money? Is it power?
I never knew which judge it was.
Something must be somewhere hidden.
The wiretap conversations indicated the Russian mafia was involved.
My hair stood up on end.
Nah, but see, at the time, like I said, I loved that program, but I did want the Russians to win, based on what I saw.
Salt Lake City has completely ruined my life.
Meddling.
Story, what an impact that had. The 2002 Olympic
Okay, it's on Peacock, but do I have to pay for it? I'll watch that.
Peacock, can't wait to see that. Tara Lipinski, seated alongside me, the executive producer on that, so make sure you check that out. Well, we saw Mariah Bell in that sensational short program last night here.
Oh, that was a short. That was last night. Oh, okay.
It was Karen Chen who got her opportunity next.
This record album thing is just killing me. I can't take it.
Here is the 2017
Can I say something? Her lipstick is throwing me off, because it's a beautiful outfit and it goes all the way down to the gloves. She's got the jet black hair
not only that
and the blue,
back in 2017,
and then the red lipstick is just throwing me off
championships that year, then went to the Olympics, finished just outside the top
because it's too
10,
bright.
a key fourth
And I'm looking at her lips instead of anything
World
else.
Championships last time around to help earn that third spot at the Olympics for the U.S.
Karen's had a difficult season so far, but it's
See, I'm recognizing these songs, so these are like instrumental versions of songs that I know, right?
this year. A quote that said,
I'm saying, oh, it's familiar, but I can't put my finger on any of them.
whatever you want.
Terrible.
I'm ready, Karen.
Triple left, triple toe here, so important. She's a snap off the ice, knee bend in between. Close on that landing.
The technical panel will go back and review that landing because it looked so close.
Yeah, that didn't look as close as the other one did.
Close, we mean the rotation, making sure she cleared it all in the air.
See?
You can see that would be reflected in the score box.
Itchy. No, I'm not finding a dramatic artist here.
And she's known for moments like this.
They're doing everything too fast. I'm sorry. These moments like this,
Set points of
there's not enough time. You can't waste a second.
elements. Not only the jumping passes, every spin, this footwork sequence.
Alright, I know this music. It probably said at the bottom of the screen at the beginning and I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, the music was dramatic, but I don't know. Let me look up what that is. I know that music.
That is for sure. Check how close that technical scores between Karen Chen and Mariah Bell. The quality was so there for both skaters. Tremendous performance.
Yeah, they both were okay.
Women are looking pretty good, my friends.
Well, Johnny, how surprising is it to see Karen skate like this after the season she's had?
The changes, different program, the challenge. I mean, think about after the Olympics, she took a year off because she was injured, went to school, went to Cornell, hopes to go back at this level now and looking awfully confident.
She got her triple out tonight, stood up on it, but it was called
Wait a minute.
quarter under rotated, so
Upside
loses
down?
points in the grade of execution. This triple for her, this combination is like a shower dial. You have to get it at just the right
Not
temperature. And if it's
Khalifa
just right, it's perfect, but otherwise
by
it's a bit
Ennio
off.
Morricone.
It's a bit of a
Alright.
shower dial, but it still worked, Johnny.
Karen Chen fought for this short program. You could see the triple Lutz landing there. That itself looked a little bit close. She has a habit of, kind of doing the high dive when she's already underwater. And that triple looked about a quarter to me.
I don't know that movie, but I know that music. Somebody else must have skated to it.
No question here from the technical panel.
Hmm.
Clean right away and just magnificent, beautiful skating. It's going to be very, very close between Karen Chen and Mariah Bell, but this was certainly a victorious performance. She's looking good here.
This whole thing is falling apart when I'm eating it. It almost, like I said, it feels like stale bread. I bought it yesterday. And I didn't open it till just now. Crumbs on me. Yeah, I didn't like the way they skated to their music, and it doesn't matter, like I said, anymore for the scoring, but either one of them. So I don't know what to do.
Go wherever your wild side takes.
I don't think the men are tonight, right?
Let's
No.
go places.
Because honestly, truth be told, I've never been a huge fan of the female. Like, I watch tennis, I mostly watch the men. But of course I watched here and there, and Serena and all them. I watch figure skating because I watch the men. But of course I pay attention to who the ladies are. But my fandom is on the men's side because I'm a misogynist. Anyway, right. I don't know what's gonna go on here actually. I don't know what I should do. Why is Nathan Chen trending?
Classic antebellum homes, Civil War battlefields, and historic American towns. Aboard our fleet of modern riverboats, you can experience local culture and cuisine and relive American history. Visit AmericanCruiseLines.com or call for a free cruise guide.
How do you keep your eyes on the prize? Star Andrews, the world comes at her from every angle. Injuries, pressure, online trolls,
In his pre-nationals media call a couple weeks ago, Nathan Chen was asked if he would opt out over COVID concerns, knowing he's guaranteed an Olympic place. His answer, no, I think I'll be there. I want to qualify that spot fair and square as I can, so I will be there. Oh, okay, so they feel like because one girl's got the COVID or whatever, everybody should be removed. Amber Glenn. So there's a second one. Okay. The COVID's going around. But the point is, here's the thing though. If the COVID goes around now and everybody ends up on the team, they'll probably have the antibodies and be raring to go. Where is it, Beijing? Where the hell is the Olympics? I know it's in China. I almost said Pyeongchang. That's why I'm like, no, we've already been there. So I think I'm going to. It's Liu? Because it's Liu, isn't it? Liu? Because I had a roommate with that last name. Oh, okay, so they're showing the short now, and then they're going to put on the free skate. I see. Where is it now? Where are they? They're in Nashville? What time is it in Nashville?
Has much of that technical firepower back now. Alyssa Liu, 16 years of age, from Richmond, California.
Is it Liu? I mean, you must know, but why buy an extra vial if you don't need it? Oh, on her butt. She fell on her butt. Now, I wonder if she would have blown it had she skated. Because if she fell here, those other girls didn't fall. Oh. Who's taking out their IP? What? Anyways, I don't think I'm going to continue watching this because I wanted to watch that other thing. I'm not that into the female tennis. See, I just said it again. Oh my god, my brain synapses are firing in all the wrong directions. I need a normal life again. Oh.